lab I went in. Scary. To wake up every day and say, I'm stupid, but I want to figure out a way to be smarter. Versus saying, man, I just can't do that. So you limit this box. So your box becomes so small of things you can do. My box wasn't even a box. It was a fucking little pinhole. And then, through examining myself, getting some willpower, some courage, it became bigger than this table. But that's what we all do. That's why I wanted to come here today and talk to you about real shit.
Yo.
Why most people don't want to do that, build that willpower, is because it is scary. It unlocks a whole bunch of things about who you are and who you're not. And a lot of people don't want to go down that journey to discover who they are and who they're not. Because it's not a pretty journey. I mean, I've gone down it. It's not like I went down it once.
Yo.
I go down it all the time. And when you unlock that, and you can't just turn it off. Like people say, hey, well, how come you haven't retired yet? I built all this willpower. Do you think it's gonna let me just
what a day
retire because my knees hurt? It's telling me every morning. I wake up like, man, my knees hurt, my legs hurt, my body hurts, but you can still run. So why don't you run?
What's good, guys? We were live last night.
There'll be a time when you can't lace them up anymore, but you can still run.
What time was it? At like 2 o'clock in the morning.
When the time comes I can't run.
Great time to be live. 2 o'clock in the morning. We were live like 7 hours ago. And the move happened, you know. We got the move. We got the move. We got the move. We really got the move. I was saying, there was a part on 7 hours ago, I was saying, yo, if this structure holds, it could be a big move. I remember. We got the move. We got the move. I broke it down for like a full hour last night. Well, like hour and 35 minutes. 7 hours ago. We got the move today. I even sent I even showed you guys the live the signal. Gave you guys a trade. Broke it down. I broke it down last night. Come on. Come on. Who was here? Come on. Tell me some of you guys were here. I've been calling out hundreds of pips on a weekly basis. like it's like I've been calling out moves every week. You know, you might follow some traders out there who might be able to catch 1-2 moves a week. Man, I'm catching the moves when we're catching moves. We're catching moves. Even the trades that I sent this week, there was a trade at the beginning of the week that hit full take profit. And then the next trade hit take profit too. And then it went back to entry. I've had 3 trades this week. All of them were in profitable situations. You know, I've only taken 3 trades this week, but one of them was here, the buys. At the beginning of the week, 4,200. And that was before FOMC, you know, like there was buy signals before FOMC, but we can see, you know, finally the movement comes in afterwards. We bought 4,200 beginning of the week. It worked. So when the market was like, where was that, down here? Who was here last night though? Come on, like come on. I broke it down to the T last night. So now gold's pushed. Waited till New York. New York gave the move. It retraced. I was saying on the stream, like, we should get this push up because we had like the FOMC move. So last night when we were here, like so we were on this candlestick, literally we were on this candlestick. I was saying we got the FOMC move. We retraced the FOMC movement. It's like we could get that push up, or I was saying we could get that extreme push up. Now gold's breaking out. So yeah, now you got gold breaking out. Breaking out of the resistance, trying to go up like I was saying this week. Remember that high we talked about? We talked about this high here since last week. If anybody's been tuning in, we've been just talking about the same stuff. Remember, like we talked about last week on Tuesday, Wednesday last week, this high here. That held. And, you know, it's breaking out. There was a good signal today. Anybody who was on the live stream, I even showed that signal. That one hit full take profit. Ay. So yeah, now price is breaking out. It's like we have tomorrow, like maybe one more day tomorrow to see how price moves. Looks bullish overall, like gold wants to go up. We got that breakout. Price looking like it wants to keep trading higher. Like we're breaking out. I think we're going to keep going higher. Remember, like we kind of been talking about, it's in that like sideways rectangle. For anybody who's been tuning in, I've highlighted that a few times. Like it's been in that sort of rectangle pattern, more sideways. So now you can see, like I was saying, like this thing looks like it wants to break out of the rectangle pattern up. Now we're like getting that. So probably continuations, like maybe for tomorrow or maybe even next week. Gave you guys, if anybody tuned in the streams this week though that I did, like every stream, gave you guys good analysis on gold every single stream. There was a part where we went over something. Even just 7 hours ago, we went over some key stuff. So, I mean, the price looking strong overall. Like, we want to break out. Probably on the way to like 4,300. Silver's at $63. Silver's just been breaking to the upside. Silver's super strong. So I could see gold like looking like we want to just keep breaking out to the upside. We have this resistance here. And again, that rectangle pattern that we've pretty much been in this entire time. Looks like we're getting out of that. You know, and we're trying to continue, possibly like break and retest this area. Like we are breaking out. Probably gonna have like a pullback tonight, like later tonight, like when the next day opens. Maybe some continuation. Like when the day finishes and the next day opens, it'll probably start to pull back when the day opens. Maybe when today finishes, going into tomorrow's candlestick. It does look like we want to get continuations overall, though. I'm thinking like, you know, tomorrow's candle You know, today's candle is going to finish green. You know, if you're looking for an opportunity, it's going to be on tomorrow's candle. You're not going to get much. You know, the market could keep pushing here, but it's like not really like a setup. The setup would come like on tomorrow's candlestick when the day finishes. The market will probably start pulling back. And then that's just when you look for setups. You just give the market time, look for setups. Like last night, I jumped on the chart at the right time for when there was something visible, a setup, right? So probably going to do the same thing tonight. We got the move, though, I was talking about. It's like one move at a time. Literally, we were live when the market was down here. The trade I gave is here. Here's the trade I gave. I mean, if you're still holding that trade, I give a lot of trades that react in terms of entry, like where we're entering. It even went to the full zone that I marked. Like, yeah, the trade. So if you're still holding that trade, it could have been a really big trade. It hit all our take profits. If you're still in that, could have been a really big trade. But if you notice, I've just been sticking with the same bias, waiting till I see buy signals, like just waiting for those dips or waiting till see the market at a good area where it could probably be a buy. That's whether that's like a support area or a key level, supply or demand zone. Just one trade at a time, you know. There's one trade here that hit full take profit. Next trade hit take profit too. And not just trading just to be in the market, waiting for setups. You can see you stick to the same bias and boom, you can get that huge trade that sticks. I mean, when you have that bias there, like I knew gold was bullish, that's why I've only been looking for buys. If you notice, I've only been sending buys. So I have to see where price kind of ends off, where price is kind of going to end off tonight, like where we are tonight in Tokyo session, or even probably closer to London session, where the market is. I've been pretty correct about everything though that I went over this week. Anybody who tapped in this week and watched any of the streams, I've been right about everything. Yeah, there's some people caught that trade. We had some people make money on that trade. This person made $486. $130 flipped to $325. $1,000. $268. This person got in late. that's hella late. $1,600, $700 deposited, $1,600 profit. That's a good result. That's where knowledge is key. The skill set, where you can put $700 in account, $1,600 profit. We had this person $2,000, $2,031. Yeah. Some people made money today. Yeah. See, some people might have. I called the trade like somewhere over here. The buys have been hitting. The buys have been hitting. It moved in New York. Like the setup was there. London had some up movement. Really, the movement came in New York. It's kind of just seeing where we are tonight in Tokyo session, or maybe like where the market is closer to London session, where price is around those times. Maybe we get a pullback. Like we're obviously at the higher part of that rectangle pattern, but it looks like price is trying to break out of it. And tonight there might be pullbacks to try to continue, like a break and retest out of this area. Or like if it comes back down into here, like this area down here. Or if it were to come into like here, this zone, this area down here. Depends on how the day finishes. The day could finish higher. Like if the day finishes higher, it's like if the day finishes a bit higher or finishes kind of where it is now, it's like it could just do this. Gold's kind of on the races, yo. Gold's kind of on the races again. December 11th. So far, like it pretty much because of FOMC. That's why FOMC. It's kind of what gold was waiting for to find its direction. FOMC was yesterday. Market dumped, pumped. We retraced the FOMC movement going like by London session. The movement was pretty much fully like retraced enough. I mean, after I think I looked at this last night. Do I have it on this chart? And dollar too. Dollar extremely bearish right now. Last 2 days. So big engulfing candle. This too, like this was some of what we talked about last night. The dollar being bearish. DXY had an extreme bearish candle yesterday, and gold didn't have as big of a inverse correlation, but we saw that come in today. We saw that negative dollar effect, and we might even see more of it tomorrow. Even if the dollar doesn't go down so much tomorrow, like if it just remains kind of bearish because the dollar is weaker, gold will probably still have like a spike in or a spike up. We had an extreme bearish dollar candle yesterday. We see that like effect come in. We're seeing more of that weaker dollar effect come in now. Or today. DXY has been just dropping since this candlestick all the way up here. Even up there, when that candlestick happened, gold didn't move as much. It ended up moving like way more the next 2 days. This candlestick up here, if you go look at gold, I remember talking about it live, I think on an inner circle session though. No, I wasn't on YouTube. When this candle happened, wherever I was streaming, I'm pretty sure it was in the inner circle. Gold didn't have as like bullish of an impact as you would expect, but 2 days later it ended up, if I'm not mistaken, like Tuesday, November 25th. Wait. Tuesday, 25 November. Like gold was like this. Like gold, that like dollar was extremely bearish that day. You can see that's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday 25. See, like the DXY had an extremely bearish candlestick that day. Gold pretty much like had like it looked like a bearish candle too, like a sell almost, like a or realistically it was consolidation. The next like days, gold really went up. The next days, gold really went up. So I mean, you look at dollar's candle last 2 days, extremely bearish. If dollar continues bearish tomorrow, then it's like gold will just probably fly up more. I mean, yeah, like gold was bullish yesterday, but it's carrying more of that momentum today, I think. Yeah, so I think it's looking for continuations. Probably tonight or even maybe next week. Like, I mean, everyone asks about December market. I mean, we've still just been streaming, trading. I've been sending signals, trading. So, I mean, Trump speaks tonight. No, but we got a lot of news next week. Still, like every day, pretty much. Every day there's news next week. And then after next week, it's, yeah, like their Christmas, bank holidays. So, not the most, like I wouldn't have high expectancy for the markets on those days. I mean, we're still trading. We've been looking for setups because, like, I don't like catching up to things. So I'm still watching market all December, keeping an eye on it. Because I trade gold, and it's that gold seasonality around this time of the year that could catch up. Who knows if it catches up quicker or slower this year? Last year it started pretty quick. So if it starts quick this year, I want to be kind of already on top of things to be there more present instead of like taking 2 weeks off not looking at the charts and stuff, and then you come back 2 weeks later and it's like, yo, what happened? Who knows where the market is? News: NATO prepares for war with Russia. Trust, fam. I'm the truth. I'm the truth. Trust. I be calling out moves every week. Every week. Like, it's like consistent every week. NATO, Russia news. NATO prepares with Russia. There we go. That's gonna add fuel to gold right there. Holy. There you go. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. NATO's route says Europe must prepare for. Okay. For scale of war our grandparents endured. Oh wow. So that's today. That's today's news. Someone said in the chat. I just saw this. I figured like I figured like once the trade kind of like looked good to me, I was like, this is gonna probably take profit. I don't even think I need to stream because the trade's probably just gonna rip it. There you go. That's gonna add to the fuel. I mean, we've already been bullish on gold. Oh, yeah, that's Yeah, gold's just still pushing up right now. That's going on right now. I know. Where did I post it? Like, I posted it in one of the chats like 2 weeks ago. I know we started talking about this 2 weeks ago. Someone just brought it up in the chat, or like at the beginning of December. This has been escalating since the beginning of December, or ongoing, we could say. Yeah, I'm seeing that. There's some headlines, some news articles coming out the last days on this. Yeah, like last January, gold started pretty quick with bullish momentum. If you go last year, January, it's right around the corner, right? Gold started off pretty quick with its bullish trend, like made a bullish trend start of January last year. So we've talked about this. Central banks are this is Bloomberg just posted this yesterday. World central banks are swapping dollars for gold as the Federal Reserve is preparing to cut interest rates, which they did yesterday. Emerges the ultimate uncertainty hedge. Yep, world's rising risks. Yeah, helping consolidate. The price has been, like I said, it's been comfortably trading above 4K now. Like, I mean, we ran above 4K, and then obviously this bearish movement made everyone, like, maybe flip. But, like, for now, like, the market has been comfortably trading above $4,000 for the last 2 months now. And it even says here, gold demand is dominated by central banks hedging their US dollar exposure, helping consolidate the price above 4K. That was from December 8th. The shift began in 2022 after Russia invaded Ukraine. A flood of foreign companies left Russia and their assets were up for sale. Many Russian assets were frozen, including those owned by its central banks. Clearly, Russia had every interest building gold reserves as an alternative to the dollar, but so did BRICS countries: Brazil, India, China, South Africa, allied with Russian president. Dollar. So yeah, worst day. So dollar posted its worst day since September after Fed rate cuts. Worst day since September. Dollar had its worst day in nearly 3 months after Federal Reserve Chair Powell highlighted labor market risks and downplayed inflation concerns. Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index ended session down 0.4%, its biggest drop since September 16th. September 16th, that was one day before the last FOMC. Yeah, worst in 2 months. Mexico approves up to 50% tariffs on China. Cool. Just looking at some articles here, seeing what's gonna grab my attention here. Cool beans. Yeah, gold outbreaking. We got the NATO-Russia news, Europe news going on here as well, which is just like there's many reasons gold's going up. Inflation, like the bad economic growth, slow economic growth, job labor, interest rates, Ukraine, Russia. Now this is just kind of added inside of that. So the word is uncertainty. We're getting even a higher push up right now. You can see price is finishing higher up. You know, we have the day finishing in some hours. The higher we finish, it's like the more we're above the range, like more breaking out. Like price could kind of gradually try to continue a bit higher and just close the day a bit higher. That would be good to happen in the instance of what we're looking for. The break and retest, continuation. Mind you, I gave everyone that's inside the inner circle, all you guys that are inside the inner circle, the trade today. And anyone who was on YouTube with me 7 hours ago, 8 hours ago, I gave you guys all this trade. Mind you, that trade was down here, so we can't get that entry back. We have to wait for the market to set up tonight, probably again. It would be good if it finishes a bit higher, because then it just gives more room for the pullback. Maybe to like 42.50. We just did like a mini break and retest on 42.50 on the 5 minute. We did just like break and retest it on the 5 minute. We could maybe get like a bigger one now that's really closing above that 42.50. 42.50, that's a quarter level, as a lot of us should know. Maybe we don't even need like that zone. I'll just keep it there for a bit. But like this is making more sense because the market is pushing up higher. It might be like, oh man, we're missing out. It's pushing up higher, but this is making more sense. Because if it closes higher, if it finishes higher for the day, closes up higher, it gives us more room. It gives it more room for that pullback. Good water. Yeah. So when market opens today, it's gonna be watching for like a pullback on gold. Yeah, I'm holding some trades from down at the bottom, some small ones. You never know. Like with seasonality, this could be the time to try to let your winners run. You have, so depending on your trading style, and that's why I've just been kind of going one trade at a time, you know, looking for one good trade at a time. And not trying to overtrade the market. Because it could be a season right now where it's might be better to try to let your winning trades run more. Let me fix my screen a bit here. Screen's all cooked. What's going on with the screen? So take fewer trades. Try to let your winners run longer in this season. Oh, now we're really breaking out. Because we're also going into potentially that seasonality where things could go strong for gold. Crazy moves. So probably tonight, now we've really broken out. So it's like waiting for a bigger pullback tonight. Probably continuations tomorrow, going into tomorrow for the market. I wish I was still holding my full position because, again, I had entries way down here, but those are pretty much like all out now. I actually had my trades, woke up, it was above my take profits. Like, I didn't set my take profits. I closed at like 42.40 before I went to like 42.50. It was a good trade. It shows you any trade, could just be something to try to let your winners run. I mean, I think this time of the year, going into January, is a good time to try to maybe let some winners run longer if you catch some good buys. All it really is just putting your trade to break even. If it comes back to your entry, re-enter type of thing. Like, let's say you have a good trade, comes back to break even, it could be potentially re-enter. But yeah, we could look for the bigger pullback now. Now it's finishing the day really, really strong. So it's like tomorrow, look for pullbacks, continuations, or tonight. Like when I say tomorrow, I mean like Tokyo session, going into like Tokyo or London. Looks like we're trying to go to 4,300. That's why when I saw the pullback yesterday, that's why I went live like 8 hours ago when I saw this pullback, and I broke it down a lot when this pullback happened. And we started getting that green candle. I talk about it on the stream. I talk about it from the moment I jump on. We just dived right into the charts when I jumped on last night. But once I saw a clear pullback, it was like, all right, we got something maybe to work with. I'm out of that trade already. Like, I have a small position that I'm holding, but I'm waiting for the next entry tonight. Maybe it's going to come down to 42.55, 42.50 area tonight. Maybe there's a faster pullback, a quicker pullback that happens in Tokyo session. Silver, what's silver at right now? $64 on the way to. Silver's flying. Dollars dropping. Like I said, this is now like that's like yesterday and like today's weakness coming in on gold, and it could still have an effect like for the next days or even going into next week. So I think it's like wait for good pullbacks, try to look for continuations tonight. If we can make a decent pullback, like a good one, like tonight, then probably load up on another trade setup. Crazy moves, yep. If you go, yes, sir. Yeah, look at this news here. Politico. Yo, so we're probably going to be on twice tonight, probably in Tokyo session and or closer to London. Like I was on pretty late last night, but it was a great time. I waited for the pullback, and I went over this yesterday. I streamed twice yesterday. Once I saw that pullback, it was like, okay, I think there's a setup here. It started to look more clear with the structure. I was going over like the market structure yesterday, and I was talking about like this low. So once that pullback came in, it was like, it looked way more clear. Maybe today we get like maybe tonight, I mean, we get like a faster pullback down. Like we get like a faster move down. Gold futures is probably at like 4,300 right now, maybe approaching it, about to. Like, yeah, gold futures is about to be at like 4,300. So we're probably gonna get like some resistance here. I wouldn't chase buys here, even though it looks exciting. Like, oh my gosh, it's going up. But I would wait for a good pullback, one that's like, yo, I'm out of the market. This thing dropped like $20 or $15. What did it just hit? It just hit 78. It just dropped like $6. But I'm talking like if it could go from like, I just hit like 42.79. If it could drop down to literally like 42.60. 42.55 or 42. Some of these lower at this like lower area where the resistance is, have like a decent pullback, a $20 pullback, $15-$20 pullback to kind of start out. Don't chase this type of breakout. You don't chase, like, unless you're a breakout trader. You have to be quick with breakouts. Like, breakouts can be quick style of trading. It has to be at an area where there's like a lot of liquidity or a lot of resistance in the market. Like gold will break out. Like here, there's resistance, and you could see a breakout. You have to be quick. They don't go forever. They can pull back. Here, there's a breakout. You can see like a similar breakout like here. You'd have to be like watching the 5-minute chart to take a trade, like catching a trade on the breakouts like that. You have to be watching like a 5-minute. You could see like a breakout here that went up, it pulled back, it went up, and then it pulled back and had to move. And then you could see another breakout here that went down, or sorry, went up, then down, went up, and then it broke out. So like, I just got a pretty huge breakout. So like waiting for a pullback, there could be bounce, maybe even it comes down again and tries to make a bigger move. I'll be on tonight though. Yeah, I'm gonna stream tonight for sure, just to keep an eye on this thing. I'll probably stream for a couple hours tonight, so make sure you guys plug in tonight. I'm gonna come on maybe when the market opens. I'll drop in Discord when I'm gonna go live tonight. I'm not really on a schedule right now. I'm gonna make a schedule for January. I've kind of just been going on the charts when the time feels right this month. And I've been finding setups. I've just been going on the charts mainly like nighttime and London session lately. It's been working to find some good entries. I think tonight it's, I want to see where this is at Tokyo session. I want to see where this is also in London session. We have to wait for a good pullback though tonight. I'd like to see like a fast one, like a fast drop, like price come down fast, wick down quick to that area. That would be nice. Let's see if this demand stays for the next days, like going into next week, like today, tomorrow, and then even maybe into next week. I'll be on tonight though, guys. I think around 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think I'm going to jump back on around then. Which is around when Tokyo session starts, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's when I'm going to jump back on tonight to see where the market's at. See how it opens up going into Tokyo. Around then, around 7 p.m. I think that's when I'm going to jump back on tonight. We'll see. Wait for gold to pull back. Don't chase this movement. This isn't the best entry. Like, price is super bullish right now, obviously, but we better wait for a pullback. So I'm going to jump back on tonight. And yo, we'll check out the market tonight. We'll see where things are at. Gold is dollars weak. A lot of news in the market right now. Dollar is weak. Dollar's weak. Rate cuts happened. U.S. trade deficit falls to lowest level since 2020. So yeah, there's like a lot of news right now. Fly. It sounds like like with all the news and articles and things we see and the way the dollar's looking, charts looking, it sounds like gold is more bullish. It sounds bullish for gold with everything being said. Yo, tap in tonight so you don't miss anything. It looks like the wheels are on for gold basically. I just saw this. U.S. trade deficit falls to lowest level since 2020. Trump considers eliminating taxes on gambling winnings. The ultimate melt up's coming. No, look, it's making like crypto right now. Like, it's Bitcoin's pretty much like looking like it looked here. It's probably gonna come back and retest the lows. Right now, all the money and liquidity you can see is like flowing into other things right now. Stocks first, like the stock market's up. Not crypto. Like look at gold, look at silver, for instance. I think eventually money will flow into like Bitcoin, some liquidity once liquidity moves, but you can see like money is flowing into clearly like these assets like gold and silver. Silver is like on an extreme run right now the last weeks. Silver went from $50 to $64 in the last couple of weeks. Silver's on a crazy run. Waiting for the pullback tonight, yo. Everybody tap in tonight, though. I'll be back on around 7 p.m. tonight, around the Tokyo session, just to see where gold's at. Probably going to stream twice tonight, different times. So let's keep an eye on the market tonight. Don't want to miss anything. I know it's December, but market's still moving. You could see like in this is an important time of the year for gold, like just going into January, February. We'll talk about this more later tonight or on one of the streams we do, one of the next streams for those of you guys who haven't seen it yet. Some important stuff we've been talking about the last weeks. But y'all, I'm out. I'll see everybody next stream. Peace out. Tap in.